Assalamu alaikum, dear guys. Today I'll discuss about very simple five sentences. One, two, three, four, five, and there is a repetition of a verb and is very simple. You can say, "I'm a student. She's my sister. She's my sister. You're my friend. You are a doctor. He is ready. And these are these. Oh, I have missed. Yep. Very simple sentence. I'm a straight, medium chocolate. She's my sister. She's my bondhop. You are my friend. You are my uncle. You are a you are a doctor. She's a doctor. Is ready. She listed. Very simple. Is are are is okay. Again, I said I'm a student. She's my sister. You are my friend. You are a doctor. He is ready. Now six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Okay, first one. He is very kind. He is very kind. It's raining outside. The book is on the table. It is Saturday. Is the cars are beautiful. Okay, that means he is very beautiful. It is raining outside. The book is on the table. Okay, it is Saturday. The girls are beautiful. Here are is was the types of the verb. Elegant, 12, 13, 14, 15. She is going to the market. She is going to the market. They are watching TV. He is working hard. We are learning English. You are my best friend. We have used the to be verb are, is, are. Okay, we have to know how to apply these types of verb, and we can know by remembering a lot of sentences. Before I gave 10 sentences, now I have given 5 sentences. That means just now I have given 15 sentences. Later we will get more than 20 or 30 sentences using verb is there, guys. Try to understand. We are learning the color of verb, the application of verb. She is going to the market. They are watching TV, and we are learning through different type of sentence making. Okay, we are learning from different type of example. Okay, if we remember a lot of examples, then we can understand the application of any grammatical system. Here we have applied the verb is and the sentences are she is going to the market, they are watching TV, he is working hard, we are learning English, you are my best friend. Now our target point is this. Okay. Now there is a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. The car is parked outside. Is okay. I'm feeling tired. Is sorry. M. The children are playing the garden. Are. She is studying for her exam. Is. The dog is barking loudly. That means we have got again 5 sentences, which are the car is parked outside. I'm feeling tired. The children are playing in the dark. She is studying for her exam. The dog is barking loudly. Our dog is are and is the car is parked outside. I'm feeling tired. The children are playing in the garden. She is studying for exam. The dog is barking loudly. Get try to understand is are and is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Our target is to learn is M R is verb. Okay. The car is parked outside. Car is parked outside. I'm feeling tired. The children are playing in the garden. She is studying for her exam. The dog is barked loudly. Here are and is. Okay. Car is parked outside. I'm feeling tired. The children are playing in the garden. She is studying for her exam. The dog is barking loudly. Assalamualaikum guys. Today we'll discuss about verb was. Our point is was. Okay. How can we use was? We will see today. So let's look at this whiteboard. I have written 5 sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we try to understand how I have used this. Okay. If you remember 5 sentences, then you can understand what's the rule. Anyway, my process is to learn you through a lot of examples, a lot of sentences. Yeah, guys, look at this first sentence. He was tired after the long run. He was tired after the long run. সেদিকে হাঁটার পর ক্লান্ত ছিল. Guys, our verb was. The room was very clean. ঘরটি খুব পরিষ্কার ছিল. The room was very clean. The 3 number, she was excited. She was excited about the party. About the birthday party. 4. The sky was clear. The sky was clear in the morning. 5. I was happy. I was happy to see my friends. Dear guys, just observe suddenly how I have used this 5 sentences. A verb was, 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 was. Okay, after verb we have used tired, very, excited, here, happy. Okay, that means we have learned 5 sentences. He was tired after the long run. সে দীর্ঘ হাঁটার পর ক্লান্ত ছিল. The room was very clean. ঘরটি খুব পরিষ্কার ছিল. She was excited about the birthday party. Okay, the sky was clear in the morning. I was happy to see my friends. That means was, 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 was. We can use like this way. Try to remember these 5 sentences. Again, I'll give 5 sentences. Okay, for was as a principal verb. It's a main verb. He was tired after the long run. The room was very clean. She was excited about the birthday party. The sky was clear in the morning. I was happy to see my friends. That is was. After was, I have used had, very, excited, clear, happy. Our target verb was. And our required sentences: he was tired after long run. দীর্ঘ হাঁটার পর ক্লান্ত ছিল। The room was very clean. খুব পরিষ্কার ছিল। She was excited about the party. The sky was clear in the morning. I was happy to see my friends. Okay. Was. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The food was delicious. The food was delicious. আবার একটু সুস্বাদু। The food was delicious. He was a good student in school. He was a good student in school. The book was interesting. Was interesting. She was at home. She was at home yesterday. The weather, yeah, the weather was hot last week. The weather was hot last week. That means was, was. Okay, the food was delicious. He was a good student in school. The book was interesting. You can say the book was very interesting to read. Actually, you have to follow this sentence not like that. You can make sentence by this construction. Here I've written the food was delicious. You can write the hostess was delicious. You can write news was delicious. Any source of word you can use here, and you follow this pattern, and you follow the application of was. Okay? Now, was is the main verb. Was delicious. He was a good student in school. The book was interesting. She was at home. They started. The weather was hot last week. Was. Yeah, main verb. Okay, and all are here. Past form. The guys. First I gave 5 sentences. Now I have given another 5 sentences. Total 10 sentences related to was. Okay, and yeah, was this main principal verb. Okay, the food was delicious. He was a good student in school. The book was interesting. She was at home yesterday. The weather was hot last week. Was. Guys, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have used was, but in different form. You just look at these 5 sentences and try to understand very deeply. Then you can feel how I have used was. Actually, at first you have to remember these 5 sentences, and you have to feel these sentences. After feeling, then you will understand the rules of grammatical form. Okay, now I have written 5 sentences here by was verb. Here, the pattern of was verb. This is was. He was playing football in the afternoon. He was playing football in the afternoon. সে দুপুরে ফুটবল খেলছিল। Was. The verb, our target verb is what. Okay? How the set in the sentence you wanna realize that, you wanna feel that. Actually, feeling is our prime target. Okay? She was reading a book. She was here was reading a book. One equals. You can delete this, not necessary. You have to feel the application of verb was, the use of was verb. Okay, she was reading a book. The cat was sleeping. Our target verb was is sleeping on the couch. I was studying for my exam last night. I was watching TV. TV. The guys I have used was, Okay. After was, I have used ing format, ing format, ing format verb, ing format verb, ing format verb. Okay. He was playing football in the afternoon. His Bengali meaning সে দুপুরে ফুটবল খেলছিল. He was reading a book. He was reading a book. The cat was sleeping on the couch. I was studying for my exam last night. I was watching TV. Here was, was, was. After was, I have used verb, play, read, sleep, study, watch with ing. That is, this is a continuous format, past form, past continuous format. Okay, but our target, how we can use was verb. Here, was is helping verb or auxiliary verb. Was just you remember, you try to remember these five sentences, and from these sentences, you try to feel that verb was the application of was verb. Okay, he was playing football in the afternoon. He was reading a book. The cat was sleeping on the couch. I was studying for my exam last night. I was watching TV. Here was was was. Okay, and after was, I have used playing, reading, sleeping, studying, watching. That's it. So now 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, the children are playing. The children, okay, the children were playing. Okay, look, I'm I'm teaching you. I'm giving the lesson related to what. So the children was playing in the park. Uh, He was he was playing in the he was playing in the park, or verb was, he was playing in the park. Okay. Now he was walking to school. Our verb was, he was walking to school. She was cooking. She was, our verb was, she was cooking dinner in the kitchen. I was drawing here, was drawing a picture during the class. Okay, the teacher was explaining the lesson. The teacher was explaining the lesson. That means our verb was, was, was. Okay. He was playing in the park. সে পার্কে খেলছিল, খেলতে ছিল। আমরা এখানে was verb নিয়ে কথা। We are talking about a verb. Okay. After was, I have used verb play, working, to, draw, explain with ing form. When was verb is used just beside the verb, ing connected verb, then it will be helping verb. Here was, was, was helping verb, and our verb playing, walking, cooking, doing, explaining. In fact, is a continuous form. That is past continuous form. That our not headache. Our headache verb is was. How we can apply the verb was. That's our target. Okay. Was, he was playing in the park. He was walking to his school. She was cooking dinner in the kitchen. I was drawing a picture during the class. The teacher was explaining the lesson. Our verb was. After was, I have used playing, walking, cooking, doing, explaining. Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Mohammed Dashuddin. Today I'll discuss about verb was. Last classes I said about verb. Today again I'll say about verb was. Okay, look, I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences in the whiteboard. The first one, the homework was completed by him before dinner. Okay, was completed. Yeah, our target verb is was. The homework was completed by him before dinner. Okay, before dinner. রাতের খাবারের আগে তাদের বাড়ির কাজটি সম্পূর্ণ হয়েছিল বা রাতের খাবার আগে সে বাড়ির কাজটি করেছিল the letter was him. The letter was written by her yesterday. The letter was written by her yesterday. Okay, and the cake was baked by mother in the morning. The cake was baked by mother in the morning. And the car was repaired here, repaired by the mechanic last night. The car was repaired by mechanic last night. The picture was drawn. The picture was drawn by the child. The guys try to understand, try to feel how I have used the verb was. Okay, here I have used verb was, okay, was. This is actually the helping verb. And after verb was, I have used completed, written, baked, repaired, job. That is the verb third format. Okay, completed past participle format. Completed, written, baked, repaired, done. That is was can be used like this way. The homework was completed by him before dinner. The letter was written by her yesterday. The cake was baked by mother in the morning. The car was repaired by the mechanic last night, and the picture was drawn by the child. And last classes I said about verb as a principal verb, the helping verb, and today I also have shown as a helping verb. Okay, but last classes I said after helping verb was the verb is ing format. Okay, he was eating, he was doing, he was going, okay, like this way. But today I have used was before the past participle form part. Okay, was completed by him. The letter was written by staff, and the cake was baked by mother in the morning. The car was repaired by mechanic last night. The picture was drawn by the child. You can use like this way verb was, and very simply you can apply this in your conversation, in your listening, in your reading, in your writing, in your thinking. Again, I say the homework was completed by him before dinner. The letter was written by her yesterday. The cake was baked by mother in the morning. The car was repaired by the mechanic last night. The picture was drawn by the child. Okay, guys, again we get 5 sentences. So it was verb. Before that, commit verb. Hey guys, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Now we will discuss about this. Not our verb. We are helping verb was. Okay, and prepared, cleaned, some. Okay, and the house was painted. Okay, and the house was painted. The workers last night. The project was completed on time by the team. The food was prepared by chef in the Happy. You can say prepared. Okay. Prepared by the chef in the afternoon. By the noon. Okay. And the room was cleaned by students students after the event. The song was sung by the choir at the choir. At the concert. That is our verb. Was. We have used verb as helping verb. But after verb was, we have used painted, completed, prepared, cleaned, sung. Okay, this is the third form of the verb, need or ed participle or past participle. Okay, the house was painted, we should pronounce it painted. The workers last night, the project was completed on time by the team. The food was prepared by the chef in the afternoon, and the room was cleaned by the student after the event. The song was sung by the choir at the concert or verb was. Moreover, you know this active voice passive. This is passive voice format. When you learn about voice, then you can see the passive voice format will be written by this format. So this you will get in the voice section. For that reason, if you understand this section, you may understand the tense side. Moreover, in voice side will be completed. That's why stick to me and to listen to very uh, deeply, then you can understand. So the house was painted by waters. House was painted by waters last night. Project was completed on time by the team. The food was prepared by the chef in the afternoon. The room was cleaned by the students after the event. The song was sung by the choir. The concert of was. Now, guys, I will discuss about verb when. Okay. Now, I will say about where. And I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences here. We just look at this and try to remember. Then you can understand actually how I have used where verb as a principal verb. Where guys, they were happy after the game. They তারা খেলা শেষে তারা সুখী ছিল। They were happy after the game. The students were quiet during the lesson. During the here one when okay? We were late for the movie. Okay, for the we were late for the movie, and so the books were on the table. On the table, they were absent studying. They were absent yesterday. তুমি গতকাল sorry, you were absent yesterday. তুমি গতকাল অনুপস্থিত ছিলে। That means that were, 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 were. I have used here, and after were, I have used happy, quite, late, on the table, absent. That means these were what is this? Happy, quite, late. These are adjective, and I say it this way. Okay, after verb, I have used adjective. Anyway, try to remember these 5 sentences, and I will do better 5 sentences. Okay, they were happy after game. খেলা শেষ তারা সুখী ছিল। The students were quite during the lesson. তারা পাঠদানের সময় তারা চুপচাপ ছিল। স্টুডেন্টরা চুপচাপ ছিল। They were the students were quiet during the lesson. Who were late for the movie. Okay. The books were on the table. Who were sent. We started. Yeah. Were, were. Our pictures of which I am sure in this five sentences. Again, I'll say five more sentences from which you may understand the application of word as a principal verb. Okay, after this verb, I have used this, 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 this. Assalamu alaikum, guys. My name is Mohammed Yashuddin. Today I'll discuss about five sentences related to verb word. Okay, these were verb we will discuss. These were Okay, these were verb we will discuss. And after verb word, we have used excited, empty, friends, beautiful, and ready. Okay, guys, just try to remember and try to understand the manual meaning of these sentences. Now, the children were excited about the trip. শিশুরা ভ্রমণ নিয়ে উত্তেজিত ছিল। The children, the rose, the children, rose, they, the flowers, we, plural. That's why I have used verb where. Moreover, it's a past format. Okay. Uh, uh, these are past. Okay. The children were excited about the trip. শিশু ভ্রমণ নিয়ে উত্তেজিত ছিল। This is actually past tense. Okay. The children were excited about the trip. The roads were empty, empty in the early morning. Okay. They were friends. They were friends many years. তারা অনেক বছর ধরে বন্ধু ছিল। That was past actually. The flowers were beautiful in the garden. বাগানে ফুলগুলি সুন্দর ছিল। ছিল past tense. We were ready for the exam. পরীক্ষার জন্য আমরা প্রস্তুত ছি। That means past. It is past. Our target verb is were, 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 were. The principal verb. After this verb, we have used adjective. Excited, empty, beautiful, ready. And I said about the application of adjective of the verb in the previous class. Guys, again I say these five sentences. The children were excited about the trip. শিশুরা ভ্রমণ নিয়ে excited ছিল। That is past form. The roads were empty in the early morning. মানে সকালের দিকে রাস্তাগুলো ফাঁকা ছিল। These roads plural, children plural, flowers plural, and we this actually plural. That's all. We have used where, 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 as a past form. Yeah, this incidents, this consequences, this phenomena were happened in past. For the reason, we have used where. As a principle, or after principle, we have used adjective, excited, empty, red, beautiful. Okay, these are the children, the rose, they, the flowers, we. These are plural. For this reason, we have used were verb. Moreover, this is past format. For the reason, we have used past tense. This again I say, children are excited about the trip. শিশুর ভ্রমণ নিয়ে উত্তেজিত ছিল। The roads were empty in the early morning. ভোরের দিকে খুব ভোরের দিকে রাস্তাগুলো ফাঁকা ছিল। They were friends many years. তারা অনেক বছর ধরে বন্ধু ছিল। Flowers were beautiful in the garden. বাগানের ফুলগুলো সুন্দর ছিল। We were ready for exam. আমরা পরীক্ষার জন্য ready ছিলাম, প্রস্তুত ছিলাম। These are past tense. In this way, you can make lot of sentences. The children were excited about the trip. You can write down in another way using meaning what. You can write they were very excited about the exam. The roads were empty in the early morning. You can say shops were empty in the early morning. Or you can write the schools were empty in the evening. In the evening, okay. Or you can write the Uh, his colleges were empty at night. Okay, they were friends many years. We can write in another way. They were enemies for many years. They were enemies for many years. The flowers were beautiful in the garden. You can say the children were beautiful in the garden, or you can write them the trees were beautiful in the garden, or you can write the trees were beautiful in the park. You can use different words and you can make a lot of sentences. By making a lot of sentences, you can hit your confidence and you can increase your vocal power. You can increase your power of making sense. Okay, we were ready for the exam. I was uh, anyway since have I'm using were so they were ready for exam or you were ready for the exam. You can write this by using different pronouns, different sentences, different subjects. Okay, again I say finally the children were excited about the trip. The roads were empty in the early morning. They were friends many years. The flowers were beautiful in the garden. We were ready for exam. Guys, now I'll discuss about 10 sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these sentences are related to verb where. These okay. Our where, 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 where. And after the where, we have used ing, 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 ing format verb playing, studying, singing, learning, flying, cooking, watching, swimming, discussing, building. That we have used verb, helping verb, where because they, kids, does, they, the students, the worker plural, are plural. That's why I have used where. Moreover, for you have to use where. Okay. So again I say they were playing in the park. তারা পার্কে খেলছিল। অ্যাকচুয়ালি তারা পার্কে খেলতেছিল, তারা ঘুমাইতেছিল, তেছিল টাইপের, বাট শুদ্ধ ফর্মেটে খেলছিল, ছিল, ছিল, continuous format. That's why I have used they were playing in the park. তারা পার্কে খেলছিল। They were studying for exam. পরীক্ষার জন্য পড়ছিল অথবা পড়তেছিল। Okay, তেছিল, if we see তেছিল, then we feel that past continuous very easily. Guys, our not target to learn tense. Our target to learn the application of verb why. Okay, here where, how I have used this. You have to feel that, you have to think that, you have to realize that, and you have to remember a lot of sentences. I have given here 10 sentences. You have to remember this sentence, and you have to make different type of sentence following this pattern. First, I write they were playing in the park. You can write you were playing in the park, or you can write the students were playing in the park, or you can write down parents were playing in the cage, not use park. You can write cage. You can't use they. You can use parents or boys or girls, any sorts of what you can use. They were playing in the garden. parents were playing in the garden, the boys were playing in the garden. You can make a lot of sentences. By making different type of sentences, you can understand the meaning of a grammatical system. Moreover, you can understand the language and you can create a lot of sentences and you can establish an expression through making various type of sentences. They were playing in the park. They were playing in the field. The boys were playing in the field. Parque Conchilo. They were studying for exam. They were singing beautifully. Or you were singing beautifully. Okay, beautifully. You were singing beautifully. The kids were running around the garden. Uh, বাগানের চারপাশে দৌড়াচ্ছিল. The kids were running around the garden. Guys or verb ing 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 with base format. Okay, and our helping verb where where where, where. Yeah, and because these are plural, these are plural. That's why I have used where. And moreover, it's a past continuous form. We are not thinking about tense. We are thinking about application of verb where. Okay, you were cooking dinner. তুমি রাতের রান্না করছিলে. You were cooking dinner. They were watching TV in the morning, in the evening, afternoon. You can use a lot of times. They were watching TV. They were swimming in the pond yesterday. They were swimming in the pond yesterday. The students were discussing about the exam. The students were discussing about the worker were building the house. The worker were building the house. That means where, 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 where. Because it's a past format and this these subjects are plurals. That's why we have used well verb. Moreover, we have used ing format verb. Okay, playing, studying, singing, running, cooking, watching, swimming, discussing, building. Okay, they were playing in the park. They were studying for the exam. They were singing beautifully. The kids were running around the garden. The birds were flying in the sky. We were cooking dinner. They were watching TV. They were swimming in the pond yesterday. The students were discussing the worker were building the house. I have written these sentences. You can write down any sorts of sentences by following this pattern where verb due to plural subjects and for past continuous form. Barber, playing, studying, singing, running, flying, cooking, watching, swimming, discussing, doing. Our target verb, where, 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 where. Assalamu alaikum. Guys, look at the whiteboard and try to understand what I have written here. The books, the rooms, windows, letters, cakes, photos, assignments, cars, houses, problems. These are okay. These are plurals. And the books, rooms, windows, letters, cakes, photos, assignments, cars, houses, problems. Guys, our verb. Okay, let me say all sentences once. The books were placed on the table. The books were placed on the table. The rooms were cleaned by staff. By the staff. Okay. The windows were broken during the storm. The letters were retired by the students. The cakes were baked by mother. The photos were taken at the wedding. Okay. The assignments were completed before the deadline. The cars were repaired by the mechanic, and the houses were painted last month. The problems were solved by the team. Guys, try to understand very deeply, shuffle what I have written. Yeah, I have used verb where. Okay, I have used verb where. Our target verb here. Where, 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 where. After where I have used the verb. This format, deeply format, past participle or any participle format. Okay, deeply format, base format, past format, ing format, ed format. Okay, look, try to understand base format. Okay, placed, 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 placing. Okay, this format you have to understand. You have to fill. Okay, the books were placed. Ed format I have used. Ere, 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 ian, ere, ere, ere. Okay, that means the books were placed on the table. The rooms were cleaned, cleaned by the staff. The windows were broken. Ian format, also Ian format, and during the storm, the letters were written by the students. Uh, written also Ian format. Uh, the cakes were baked by my mother. Baked. The photos were taken at the wedding. Okay, taken, and the assignments were completed before the deadline. The house were repaired, repaired, uh, repaired by the mechanic, and the houses were painted last month. The problems were solved by the team. That means our target verb where, 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 where. After this verb, we have used placed, cleaned, broken, written, baked, taken, completed, repaired, painted, solved. Why? What's the reason behind that? The guys, you understand this format in voice section. When you learn the voice, then you can feel this construction. The books were placed on the table. That's why I'm not explaining. I want to say that please remember these five 10 sentences and try to remember the construction. And following the construction, you try to make a lot of sentences. If you can make a lot of sentences by yourself, then you can feel confidence and you can say a lot of expansion. Okay, the books were placed on the table, the rooms were cleaned by the staff, the windows were broken during the storm, the letters were written by the students, the photos were taken at the wedding, the assignments were completed before the deadline, the cars were repaired by the mechanic, the houses were painted last month, the problems were solved by the team. This is actually passive format. Okay, the books were passive format. The past independence passive format. Okay, when you learn words, then you can understand why I have used where before the ed participle placed in. Okay, this verb have been used after where for doing the passive voice due to past independence. The books were and the books, rooms, windows, letters, cakes, photos, assignments, cars, houses, problems are true. Yeah, they are plural. That's why if they if be singular, then was will be fixed and verb PPT format will be fixed. Anyway, there guys, try to remember these 10 sentences. The books were placed on the table. The rooms were cleaned by the staff. The windows were broken during the storm. The letter were written by the students. The cake were baked by my mother. The photos were taken at the wedding. The assignments were completed before the deadline. The cars were repaired by mechanic. The houses were painted last month. The problems were solved by the team. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum, dear Facebook friends. Today I'll discuss about some sentences. Okay, yeah, we try to understand the format. Okay, I want to learn Spanish. To learn, I want to learn Spanish. She likes to read books. To read, she needs to finish his work. To finish, they plan to visit Paris next year. To visit, okay, and we decided to go on a trip. To go. That means, yeah, I want to learn Spanish. She likes to read books. She needs to finish his work. We plan to visit Paris next year. We decided to go on a trip. Okay, this is the way of writing verb. Try to understand what's the name of this verb. Okay, to learn, to read, to finish, to visit, to go. Now, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and uh, I love to play the guitar. I love to play the guitar. And she hopes to become a doctor. Okay, uh, she agreed to help me. To help me. She refused to attend the meeting. To attend the meeting. Promised to keep the secret. To keep the secret. That means yeah, I have used to play, to become, to help, to attend, to help. Okay. Again, allowed to play the guitar. She hopes to become a doctor. She agreed to help me. They refused. They refused to attend the meeting. They promised to keep the secret. That means you have to say what's the types of these verbs. To play, to become, to help, to attend, to care. I will say about 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I forgot to lock the door. I forgot to lock the door. She tried to solve the problem. To solve the problem. She managed to complete the project on time. To complete the project on time, she decided to move to a new city. To move to a new city. I'm learning to cook Italian food. Okay, I have used 5 sentences. I have written here 5 sentences where I have mentioned to log, to solve, to complete, to move, to cook. Okay, 2 sentences are like this. I forgot to lock the door. She tried to solve the problem. She managed to complete the project on time. They decided to move to a new city. I'm learning to cook Italian food. Here we are learning to love, to solve, to complete, to move, to cook the pattern of thought.